Hi, my name is Roger Turner, and in this video I would like to give you a few tips on how to have an enjoyable and a successful campfire sing-along. First of all, and most important, you should make sure that you sing songs that everybody knows. For most of us, this means the songs that we learned as children. Songs like I've Been Working on the Railroad, or You Are My Sunshine, The Ants Go Marching One by One, and B-I-N-G-O, On Top of Old Smoky, Found a Peanut, Home on the Range. There's dozens and dozens of songs that most people learned as children. This way, people from 3 years old to 90 years old can sing together. Now, if the people at your campfire are all Jack Johnson fans, or John Denver, or Taylor Swift, or anybody else, if they all know all the words to some of their songs, and the guitar player can play his songs, then go for it. But too often I have seen a guitar player sit down and start playing Smoke on the Water or Stairway to Heaven, and then it pretty much becomes a one-man show. If you're a good guitar player, it's fun to show off your skills, and people like listening to that kind of stuff. But if you want to have a campfire sing-along, you need to get everybody involved by singing songs that everybody already knows. The next point is, if you can't come up with songs that everybody knows, then at least sing songs that are easy to learn. For example, there's a Canadian folk song called Chumbara, and it can be learned in about 30 seconds. It's a really easy song to learn, and there are a lot of songs just like it. And not only that, but everybody can help make up new verses. There have been times when I've spent a half an hour on one song just like that, where you can make up new verses, and people have a lot of fun doing it. Another kind of song that's easy to learn are African American spirituals like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, or When the Saints Go Marching In. Typically on those songs, they're 4-line songs. The first, second, and fourth lines are exactly the same, so that's easy to learn. And then the third line is a little bit different, or a lot different. But anyway, so then you only have a couple of lines to learn. Then oftentimes as you go to the other verses, there's only one or two more words that change from verse to verse. Michael Row the Boat Ashore is another example of this type of song. The next point, if you don't have an accompaniment such as a guitar or banjo, you can still sing. Just be sure that whoever starts the song doesn't start too low or too high. How many times have you sung Happy Birthday that didn't sound so good or was hard to sing because it was too low or too high? So make sure you get it right in the middle of your range. The next point, although some of the best campfire singing is done spontaneously, you are more likely to be successful if you are somewhat organized. So don't ask a guitar player to bring his or her guitar to sing around the campfire and leave it at that. You're best off if you can give them 5 to 10 songs that you would like to do. The guitarist might be outstanding and he might be able to figure out the songs by ear, but for most guitarists it's better if they're prepared with a few songs. The next point is for Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, and youth groups, it's a good idea to have a few songs that involve some movement. If you can do songs where the participants clap their hands or stomp their feet, or they get up and down and move around, it's a lot more fun for them. I've had several opportunities to do campfires for youth groups, and you get an 8 or 9 year old kid that's just bursting at the seams with energy. It sure is nice if you can give them something where they can move around and get rid of some of that energy. Some good songs for that include B-I-N-G-O, My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean, and There Ain't No Bugs on Me. The next point is don't copy music for everybody to look at and learn. First of all, if it's at night, it's going to be too dark for them to look at anyway, unless you have everybody turn around backwards and use the light from the fire. But most people can't read music well enough to benefit from it. If it's a new song, you're better off teaching it by rote. That is, you say it or sing it and then have them copy you. Rather than copy music, you could print off just the words to the songs if you want to do that, if you feel like you need to have the words printed up. Along with the songbook that I have put together, the Great American Campfire Songbook, I have also included just the lyrics to make it easier for you to copy off just the words. For even more fun, use other instruments for accompaniment. The most common is, of course, guitar, but any instruments that can read chord symbols will work. Instruments like the guitar, the banjo, ukulele, mandolin, auto harp, etc. And even better would be to get several of these instruments together. It's a lot of fun to have several guitars and a couple of banjos and some mandolins and auto harps, and it gives it a nice big sound. Chording instruments are the most important to have. If you do this, make sure that everybody that is playing instruments has a copy of the chords for each song. You could probably have 2 people share one book. Now, if you wanted to use a non-chording instrument, instrument that plays just one note at a time, like the flute or recorder or something like that, you could let them look off of the notated music. But don't expect them to play it by ear. While some people can, most instrumentalists don't play very well by ear, especially in the keys that you're probably going to be playing in with the guitar. You can also chord with the piano, but good luck pulling one of those into camp. Although I am a fan of acoustic instruments, you could use a portable electric piano or synthesizer. They do make some that just run off of batteries. Or you could plug it into a current bush. Have fun doing that. Next point, a great addition to campfire singing is storytelling. You can sing a few songs, then throw in a story. Some of the best stories are ghost stories. Kids, especially scout age and older, love a good scary story. You do need to be careful to recognize that there might be some younger children listening. You don't need some parent waking you up in the middle of the night upset at you because their 5-year-old is having nightmares and can't sleep. Other good stories include local history, inspirational stories, silly stories, and fun stories. A good friend of mine is great at making up stories on the spot. If you know somebody like that, you can ask them to tell a story. Another great addition to a campfire is campfire food. I love to eat, and most people do. So have yourself handy some marshmallows, some hot dogs, and you can make yourself s'mores. That's kind of a traditional campfire food. Or just have yourself some popcorn that you can hand around the group while you're singing. Another thing you might ask yourself, what if nobody sings? If you can get at least one person singing, usually a few others will join in. You'll probably not get everybody to sing, but so what? It's not supposed to be a painful experience for anybody involved. Don't judge the success of the campfire by how many people actually sing. I have never done a campfire where I couldn't get at least one person to sing. For the others around the campfire, that might be the best experience they'll have, is just listening. I have also never done a campfire where every single person was singing. Again, don't force somebody to sing. You don't need the attitude of you are going to sing and you're going to like it no matter how painful it is. I'm a firm believer in the power of music. It can be fun, it can be serious, it can be loud or soft, fast or slow, it can be group singing or solo. It can bring many kinds of different feelings and emotions that mere words can't. It can also create a stronger bond among those who are present. This is one of the greatest secrets of campfire singing or any other kind of group singing. And that's about it. Good luck singing with your group. I hope you have a good time. If you know of anything that I could do to make this video better or make the campfire songbook better, you can let me know by visiting bestcampingsongs.com.